Attention car owners. If you own a car, you need to watch this entire video because you may be doing something that you don't even realize is going on. And it is hurting you, it's hurting your vehicle, and it could really hurt your finances. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on and why even myself, I have done this before. And again, I am somewhat troubled that yes, this is now coming out that many Americans are doing this. Probably millions of people are doing this as we speak. So again, I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So first off, what is going on? Well, just the other day, I was reading this article from Business Insider. I want to show you this article, and this brought up some different ideas. Look at this right here. It says, auto parts and dollar store execs warn that low-income Americans are stretched thin and running on borrowed time. Now, I was reading this, and I thought it's very interesting because just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was reading this comment that somebody left me, talking about what the U.S. consumers are doing, what the American people are doing, what I even did recently. And it's troubling. Listen to this comment. This past year, we have seen more cars come into the shop due to lack of maintenance on the vehicle. Some of these vehicles should have come in many months earlier for a routine fix, but instead, the owners drive them like there's nothing wrong. Then later, the simple fix turns into a major repair costing upwards of $5,000 to $6,000. Yeah. Now, here's the reason why I bring this up. Okay, I have done this before as well. Okay, where a truck that I have, the check engine light came on. I have one of those scanners. I scanned it, and it said it was there was a misfire or something like that. And when I went to go look at the code, it simply said, and all the forums and everything online simply said that you just need to clean the injectors or replace the injectors, the fuel injector. Okay, I looked, I asked around. It was going to be about, I think, $800 to change, the fuel injectors. Okay, simple fix, right? Pay under $1,000, fix it, it's done. I decided, you know what? I'm not going to do that. No, I don't have time to go and take the truck to a mechanic and it's going to sit there for a couple days, whatever. Instead, I'm going to save a little bit of money. I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy a fuel injector cleaner that you can get at AutoZone. You can get it at some gas stations, right? Fuel injector cleaner. And I dumped it in, right? Simple fix. It fixed it temporarily. But there could be other things that will come because of it. Listen to this. I asked a good friend of mine who runs an auto shop. I say, do you think people are not bringing their cars into you because they can't afford the possible repair or because they don't realize how small the fix may actually be? He said this, and I quote, probably a mix of the two. But from what people have told me, they're worried that a fix could be expensive and they would rather just not hear it. So they are probably really worried that it could be thousands of dollars. So they just ignore it. Yeah, that's what's going on. He went on to say this, and I quote, I had a customer come to me because their engine was making a funny knocking sound and was leaking a lot of oil. And they asked if I could simply tighten the bolts and put some type of sealant around any leaks I see. I said I need to check the vehicle. After checking out the vehicle, it was pretty clear that a blown head gasket was the cause of an oil leak, which would be around $2,000 to fix. And the knocking was because the spark plugs needed to be changed. To keep a long story short, the lady drove out of my shop without getting anything fixed because she couldn't even afford to buy the new spark plugs. So again, the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is simple. We see this all the time. It's not just with cars. Okay, it's with our homes, where a simple fix, right? Something simple. Maybe put sealant around a window, right? Which would cost $8 to $10 to seal a window really quick, right? To caulk it. Here's the problem. You don't seal the window. Let's say it's wintertime, you get a lot of rain, get a lot of snow. Maybe you don't seal it and wind's just coming through, right? So now your house is cold, you got to turn up the heat, costs you a little bit more money than the $8 to $10. Or maybe the water gets in, it gets wet, you get water damage, you get mold, it spreads, and now you got to rip apart the inside of your house because now you have to get rid of the mold, right? You got to remedy that situation. Yeah, this happens. Or we've seen it before with our health, right? So yes, I'm talking about cars here, but the same principles go for real estate, go for our body, our health, right? Our mindset. Maybe you are just not getting enough sleep, right? And maybe some simple sleep aid could help you. But instead, you don't get enough sleep. It goes on for days and weeks and months, and now your body's just breaking down, right? You're getting sick all the time, right? It could turn into something even bigger, something major. That's what we're talking about. So again, all this is happening based off of what we're hearing, simply because the consumer is pretty much tapped out. According to this article, Americans are stretched thin and running on borrowed time. This is the issue. We don't have money. We don't have those emergency funds or those credit cards that we once used as an emergency fund. So what are we doing? We're just pushing off our problems. Simple fix? Maybe, but I don't have the money for anything. Not even a $10 simple fix. This person couldn't even buy new spark plugs. Then again, spark plugs could be a decent expense depending on which kind you get, and if you are going to put them in yourself or have a mechanic do it. Okay, it could be a little bit, but again, if you can't even afford your spark plugs, there's no way you're going to fix a blown head gasket. You're just going to drive around and leaking oil all the time. So again, I bring this up because you need to understand that you may be doing this as well. I was doing this. Didn't even realize it. Didn't even realize that this is me. I'm doing it. I don't have a problem paying, $700,000-$800,000 to make sure my vehicle's running perfectly. Okay, I don't have an issue there. But did I want to go do it? No. Subconsciously, probably thinking, well, that's just gonna be a waste of time. I'll just run to AutoZone and pick up this fuel injector cleaner. Simple fix, right? Maybe. But again, I'm doing it too. I was doing it. So if I was doing it, there's a chance many people are doing this and don't even realize it. And it could happen with their car, could be to their home, could be to their health. But think about this. Let me know if you've done this before as well, or you're currently doing it now. And give me an example. What are you currently doing this with? Because again, I'm sure there's probably thousands of different scenarios out there, and people don't realize they're making this mistake, which a simple fix today could turn into a major problem in the future. So, if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.